center's console is above the floor, lights are above the ceiling. Where is the shock isolation? Well, think of it as being in the second story of a 3-story steel bird cage. You may not have noticed it, but when you came inside, you crossed the bridge, that covers a rattle space. Not a rattlesnake, a rattle space. You keep this 3 stories dome structure 12 inches away from the wall. And the walls are not connected to the outer walls, it's connected to the ceiling with 8 very large springs like you see right there. There's 8 of those springs all the way around here. So this entire structure where we are, the 3-story structure, is shock isolated as a unit. Level 1 up there is the crew quarters. That's where you saw the crew eat, sleep, relax, take showers. And the only place down here you can be by yourself. Everywhere else you have to have 2 people in constant eye contact at all times. This level, one of those persons has to be a commissioned officer. And notice the sign when you came in, no lone zone mandatory. Strategic Air Command, you're around a nuclear weapon. That's what that means. 2 people looking at each other all the time. And level 3 below us here is the equipment room. There's battery switches, circuits, and pumps, that kind of thing down there. And that's also the entrance to the emergency escape hatch. I pointed out the fresh air entry point. That's a 3-foot or 1-meter diameter steel tube with a ladder in it. So you open the hatch, looks like a submarine hatch, crawl through there and go up the ladder. And that's if this other place collapses, that's how you can get out in an emergency. Okay, we're down here in the Missile Combat Control Center. This lady was kind enough to volunteer to be a Missile Combat Crew Commander. What's your first name?
Janet.
J-E-N-E-T? Janet, okay. You want to be a captain or a major?
Just hired.
Major make more money.
Major.
Good choice. Very good choice, Janet. Okay. Well, you know, while we're at it, how many people believe we've really had a woman as a combat crew commander right there? Anybody believe that?
Yes, because of height.
Height? No, that wasn't the reason. But they did have, starting in 1976, in the Type 2 missile system, not particularly this site right here, but in 1976, a woman was made a deputy combat crew commander, and that's the very first time in any of the services a woman could hold a combat crew position. From that time on, any of the positions, all 4 positions down here could be held by a woman, and many times they were. So congratulations, you're a pioneer.
Thank you.
Now, the combat crew commander sitting at her console looking straight ahead can tell everything going on around the complex with these bottom row lights. That just tell you where you got fires, floods, doors open and closed, communications are over here. The middle row of lights monitors the weapon system starting in the RV, that stands for reentry vehicle. That's a 9 megaton bomb sitting on top of that missile. The largest nuclear weapon ever placed on a missile in the United States. And it's 9 million tons of TNT. That's 650 times as powerful as the bomb dropped at the end of World War II. So you really want to monitor that bad boy and make sure it's behaving. Missiles being monitored, the IGS, inertial guidance system, is being monitored, and the power plant, that's the rocket motors being monitored. Now the top row lights and the key over here are your launch sequence lights. These light up during the launch sequence. The top row lights and the key over here are your targeting lights, and there's 3 possible targets. Which one have you chosen over here?
2.
Target 2, good. What can you tell me about target 2?
Not much.
Not much. Good. Another correct. You sure you haven't done this? That's 2 correct answers you've made. The crew did not know what any of the targets were. Still do not know today what any of the targets were. It's classified on a need-to-know basis. We don't need to know, so they never do, and we still do not know. Target 2 was the primary target. This flight sent on target 2 the entire 20.